Hi everyone and welcome to CAV Math Lab. We are continuing our series on multiplication and division. In this video, we're going to introduce a couple of strategies that will help master our 3's and 4's facts. Hopefully you've been taking your time going through the previous videos. What do you think so far? Not too bad, right? Let's get right to it. Let's pull out our multiplication table that hopefully you've been highlighting along the way, but if not, you can go to the CAV Math Lab course, and under the Multiplication Strategies folder, you'll find one here and you can print it out. You'll also find some resources like these fact family cards that will help you practice your multiplication facts and the related division facts, and also the practice packet for this video. Okay, so far if you've watched the previous videos, you should have your 0s, 1s, and 2s highlighted, your 5s and 10s highlighted, and your 9s highlighted. Wow, what an accomplishment already. Today we're going to look at strategies for solving our 3's. So we can highlight these here, which are the same as these here. And then we'll only have 4's facts to cover. So we'll look at the best strategies for solving those as well. And those are right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are the same as well. Once we get those facts memorized and recall them easily and accurately, you can keep track of that by checking those facts off your chart. Let's start with strategies for solving our 3's facts. We're going to look at two strategies to solve our 3's. Doubles plus one group, and then a strategy called half, then double. And we'll see how those work. For 3 times 3, we can see that it is actually two groups of 3 plus one more 3. Or it's our double 3's, which is 6, plus one more group of 3 makes 9. Also, for 3 times 4, we can see that that's two groups of 4, or double 4's, which is 8, plus one more group of 4, which is 12. And that's why this strategy is called the doubles plus 1. We take our doubles facts and we add one more group. 3 times 3 is also a unique type of fact called a square. And square is just a number that is multiplied by itself. And we can see that whenever we have an array of a square number, 3 by 3 in this case, it makes a square. And we're going to talk about that a little more in another video. Now, for 3 times 6 and 3 times 8, we could use the doubles plus 1 group and say double 6's are 12 plus one more 6 would be 18. But that can be a lot of adding. So we're going to take a look at another strategy called half, then double. So since 3 groups of 6 is the same as 3 groups of 3 twice, or 3 times 3 doubled, we can do it this way. So we're going to take half of 6, which is 3, and then we're going to double that math fact. So again, it's 3 times 6 would be seen as 3 groups of 3 and 3 groups of 3. So that would be 9 plus 9 is 18. Let's take a look at how this looks for 3 times 8. Again, we could do double 8's and add one more 8, or we can take a look at the half and double strategy. So we can half 8 and say that it's going to be 3 times 4 doubled. And we know that 3 times 4 is 12, so double that would be 24. You can see this strategy would also have worked over here for 3 times 4. We could have done half of 4 would be 3 times 2 and double that to make 12. This half then double strategy works really well when you're multiplying by an even number, like 6, 8, or 4. But when you're multiplying by an odd number, like 3 times 7, it doesn't work very well. And also, it doesn't really work that great to do double 7's plus one more group of 7. So instead of doing doubles plus one more fact for 3 times 7, we're going to take a look at the partial product strategy. And this is where we can take 3 7 times and break it up. We can do 3 6 times, which we know from up above is 18, and then we can add one more group of 3 to make 7 3's all together to make 21. It's a lot easier to add 3 to 18 than it is over here to add 7 to 14. Okay, let's look at our 4's. 4's are going to be just your doubles doubled, which is also half then double again. Let's see how this works. So 4 groups of 4 is equal to 2 times 4 doubled, or our doubles doubled. So double 4's would be 8, and double that is 16. 4 times 6 can be thought of as 2 times 6 twice. 2 times 6 is 12, and double that is 24. And now you can kind of see why this is called the doubles, doubles, or half then double. Because really what we're doing is we're taking half the 4 to make 2 times 6 and then doubling it. I also want to take a quick look here at our math fact. We haven't done that in a while. And just refresh our memory that our math fact associated with this fact, 4 times 6 equals 24, would be 6 times 4 equals 24. And if we take our product 24 and we divide it by one of our factors, 4, we'll get the other factor, 6. And again, if we took our product 24, we divided it by the other factor, 6, we'll get 4. These are going to be in your practice packet as well. Let's take a look at 4 times 7. 4 times 7, let's see, double 7's is 14, and so double our 7's would be 14 plus 14 is 28. Not too bad. Let's take a look at 4 times 8. Well, our double 8's is 16, and doubling that, it would be 16 plus 16, which isn't the easiest math fact to do mentally. And let's see, could we do half then double? That's not really that convenient either, because half of 8 is 4, and 4 times 4 is 16, so 16 twice, again, not the easiest thing to add up to make 32. So we could take a look at our partial products again, and that's where instead of taking 8 4's, we take 7 4's, which we know is 28, and then we add one more 4, which is 32. So again, partial products might be an easier strategy here. Okay, that's it for our 3's and 4's. We covered doubles plus one more group, double doubles, half then double, and partial products. That's a lot of strategies. You're probably starting to see that there are many strategies we could use to solve multiplication problems, even more complex ones that we don't commit to memory. The key is to be flexible and use your number sense to use the strategy that will help you solve accurately and with ease. Once you feel like you've mastered these strategies, head over to the next video. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us in the Math Lab.